Hi, today in this video we are going to be discussing how we are going to create a new Expo project. So this is what we are going to be doing. I'm going to guide you through how you are going to be able to install Expo for your new project. So let's follow along. So what I did now is I open up my terminal and I make sure I just clean the default text that are inside it. Currently I'm inside the PC directory and I don't want to create a project inside that directory. I just want to create my project inside a desktop now. So I change the directory to desktop using the CD desktop, and I just make sure I have everything clean now. I'm currently inside the desktop directory, so I'm going to type in npx create dash expo dash app. So and then I'm going to give more space. I'm going to do at latest, so it's going to install the latest version of Expo for me, and then a space. The next thing I'm going to do is give the name to my project. What's the name of my project going to be? And I'm going to name my project my app. So I hit on enter. So when I hit on enter, it will go over to install things we needed for this project for us. So all you need to is to give it some time, and yeah, it asks us whether we want to use the Expo latest version, which is 3.2.0. So I said yes by typing Y and hit on enter, and you can see now it's creating it for us. And yeah, it's now installing npm. By default, the nps create expo app will do that for us. So now you see it is doing it itself. We don't even need to touch anything. So let's just watch and see how it's going to get it done. Okay, this usually takes some time, and yeah, it usually takes some time. So we need to just keep on giving it time, and it depends on the network. Maybe if the network, you're having strong network connection, it will take less time. But if you're having weak network connection, it will take longer time. So you can see we have a lot of warnings here. So it has installed it for us. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to definitely the next thing I'm going to do here is to cd my project, and you can see I've entered inside the application using the cd my app. So I type cd my app, so I've entered the application. Then the next thing I'm going to do here is to do nps expo start. So I'm going to start the application. So since everything is installed, I believe it's going to head over to start the application for us using the nps expo start. And then that's fine, and you can see our project is started already. We have this QR code that we can scan, and then you can see it stay using Expo. So watch out, sometimes it will not say using Expo, it will say using development build, but since we are using Expo, so make sure you just press X, it will switch to using Expo. Currently it is using Expo, so we don't need to press any X. So you can press A to open Android, or W to open on web, and other remaining things to open what you want to open. But now in my own scenario, I'm just going to press A and hit on enter because I want it to open on Android phone. So don't worry if you don't have emulator installed or maybe set up, you can just use your Android phone on your hand to download Expo, and then use it to scan the QR code on the screen and the application will open. But now I have my Android Studio emulator installed and working perfectly, so that's why you can see it has opened up already. So now what we are going to do is let's just wait for some minutes and make sure it's open up fully. So we are going to make sure everything is running correctly. Okay, so it's taking some time, but that doesn't really. You can see now the Expo has started opening itself up. Yeah, and you can see we can now see the application now running. Let me see, loading some things. Yeah, we just need to give it time and it will open up fully. Yeah, you can see down there some things are loading, so we just need to wait a bit and everything will run perfectly. We are not in a hurry, I believe that. So let's give it some time. And it's still opening up, and I can see on the screen of the mobile emulator we're having 94% or something. So we need to just relax a little bit and chill, so and everything will be fine. Now we have 100%, so I expect the application to open up fully. Yes, now this the let me see, the Expo welcome screen, and we can see we have the welcome text and little bit of some writings that we don't really need, but that's fine. So the next thing I'm going to do is to open up the file, or let me say the folder inside my code editor. In my own time, I'm going to be using Visual Studio Code. You can use any code editor you want. So we open it up with Visual Studio Code, and then you can see the all the things that it have already installed for us, and that's cool. Let me go into the app folder, and then inside the app folder we can see there is another folder of tabs, and then we have layout.tsx, and then not found.css. So I don't think we are supposed to change anything here. So for now, yeah, since we are not going to be like okay creating an app, so but let's check it out. Let's check our index.css file out. I think that's where all the text we are seeing on the emulator comes from. You can see the welcome text here. So you can see this welcome text exactly. That's it. And then we have the icon. So let's just maybe modify it small. So let me say welcome code alumni. And then oops, let me delete this s. So let's save. Make sure you make the changes and save, or else you won't be able to see any really changes. So now you can see we have our text displayed. We have welcome code alumni. This notify that we have everything running perfectly, and you can just head over to keep on making the changes you want to your application, and that means our Expo app project has been installed successfully. So let me close this emulator, because for now I have already shown you that the installation is successful, and I just clicked on this to cancel the terminal, and you can see we have it's already saving the state, and that's all. It will close it off for some minutes. Yes, that's it. Our emulator has gone. So the next thing I just want to do here is to make sure I push this code to GitHub. So in case you want to build a project, you don't need to really start from beginning. You can just clone this project and npm install and keep on making your changes as possible. So I think that would be better than okay every time installation, even though you still need to install npm install. You still need to type npm install for you to make sure the node modules and other files are there, but that's really saved you some time. Okay, now I want to create a new repository. Trust me, this project is not about creating a new repo or GitHub. So, but I will need to do it. And don't worry, if you want to learn about GitHub, you can check up the tutorial later. But this is not for learning purpose. I'm just doing it because I have to put the project on the GitHub. So now, let me make sure. Yeah, you can just type in something here or leave it blank. It doesn't really matter. But if you want to be very, very detailed with every of your project, so it's better you should type in the description. Make sure the description is more meaningful than this. I'm telling you, I'm just doing this because I have to. So leave it at public. We are not going to be changing that. So the next thing I'm going to do here is inside my So the next thing I'm going to be doing here is inside my app. we don't really need to make some any other really changes. We already have the git enough file installed together with our installation from beginning, so it's not that we need to create another one, and that's perfect. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to just create a repo. Hit on the create repo, and the repo will be created for us. That's fine. All right, so the next thing I think we'll be doing is we'll be just initializing git on our terminal by using the term git init, and then we can just do git add dot let's clear the terminal, and then let's head over to the created repo, and we have done git init. We have skipped this one because we already have the files we want to push, so I can just copy this git commit to just make sure we have the default commit message, and that's fine because this is our first commit message. So let me branch to the main branch. So using the git branch -m main will take you to the main branch, and then you just want to link up the repo to the perfect where you want to set the project to. So this is very, very crucial, and hit on enter, and everything is doing fine. So let's copy the last command and see whether our code will be pushed to GitHub. By hitting enter, I believe everything will work, and you can see now, and that's all. Our project has been successfully pushed. Let me refresh this page. I'm going to leave this link to this repo in the description, so in case you will need it or maybe anything later. So thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.